to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on those post notifications so you can get notified of every single video that I post, and so that you can join the family and become a club. So today, this story time about to get interesting. Okay, so I'm basically gonna be giving you guys a story time on the time I got stalked on a cruise. Okay? Okay, so a little preview story to this. During like the walkthrough, okay, so day one, first day of the cruise. We're not quite on the cruise yet, but we were like walking through the security and all that, right? So mind you, you can see other families obviously during the walkthrough and the security checks. So basically during this, the guy, he saw me and I saw him. So he was with his family and I was with mine, obviously. Mind you, this is like a probably 60-year-old man, right? So during the security checks, this guy, he kept staring at me and staring at my family the whole entire time. Also, if you don't know, during the security checks, like if there's a family behind you, you're gonna consistently see them throughout the whole walkthrough until you get on the cruise. So this family with the guy, he was behind my family, so he was a little behind my family. And yeah, so I noticed a little bit, not too much big of a deal, like, oh, okay, just random old man, just walking with his family, whatever. But yeah, I didn't think too much of it because people, they look sometimes, people scope around or whatever. But I kind of felt a little off about the staring too much because, like, dude, like, what are you staring at? Why are you staring so much? Anyway, so we get on the boat, okay? We get on the boat on the first day after the whole security thing. The sail-away party, didn't see him. Yeah, I didn't see him on the sail-away part, at the sail-away party. And yeah, I kind of forgot about the man, right? Second day, right? Second day. Second day of the cruise. I'm chilling, I have I got some friends or whatever to hang out with. Okay, right. So I'm walking through the buffet. The guy sees me. I see the guy. We make eye contact. And, I do a little slight smile. He smiles. He smiles first. I smile back. Because I'm not rude, like any old person or any civilian that walks past me or makes eye contact with me, I'm gonna smile because, like, I'm not gonna be like these other people that just have RBFs all the time. Like, no. Anyway, so yeah, so we make eye contact, we smile, carry on my day. Also, pause for that right quick. When we made eye contact and we smiled at each other, he was like, how you doing? Like, oh, I'm good, okay, yeah, so he was close enough to, for me to hear him say that and for him to, speak to me. Okay, so I don't think nothing of it. I'm just like, okay, random old man that I saw during the security checks was staring at me. I remember his face. You know, it's not abnormal to, you know, consistently see the same people during a cruise, okay? Right? Okay. So, in the, like, during the end of that night, I see him again, okay? You know, nothing abnormal still. Still thinking, okay, it's normal to consistently see the same people. He smiles at me. Well, we make eye contact. We smile. How you doing? Oh, I'm good. How are you? You know, just that simple. Walk away. Okay? I walk away with my friends again. Okay. Third day of the cruise. This man sees me at the bar. I was at the bar with this one girl that I was socializing with. Yeah, and you know, he sees us at the bar, and I'm just, you know, vibing, sitting with the girl, you know, talking, getting some Shirley Temples. Anyway, getting some Shirley Temples with extra cherries and extra cherry syrup. Thanks, bartender. You know who you are. Okay, anyway, so, yeah, so the guy sees us at the bar. You know, he looks at us, he smiles, like, hey, how you doing? Talking to me and stuff. Just regular, like, you know, like socializing and stuff. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, this dude is kind of strange, you know. He's kind of strange at this point because every single time you see me, you don't gotta speak to me, like, you know, like, it's kind of like I'm getting a little uncomfortable here, okay? So I'm just like, okay, yeah, all right. And then I try to cut it short and, you know, leave from the bar because it's like, okay, I'm my age, I'm a teenager, and you're a old man, trying to socialize with me at a bar. Me and my friend at a bar. It's kind of uncomfortable. That's an uncomfortable situation. Okay, so boom, day. That was the third day. That was like in the middle of the day. And then the third night, well, the night of that, you know, later that night on that day, there was a glow-in-the-dark party. Okay, so this man, he was at the party. I was with my friends and stuff, socializing, partying, dancing, doing my thing, you know. And then I peep him looking and staring yet again. Okay, yet again. So now at this point I'm uncomfortable and I'm just like, okay, what the freak? Like, who are you? Why you keep staring at me? And may I help you? Like, anyway, I try to rub it off and forget about it. But, you know, it's still in the back of my head, like, this old man has been staring at me since day one on the cruise. So later that night, the party's over. I go to my room. You know, I go to my room. Everything's all chill. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the fourth day, in the morning, I'm at breakfast, and this guy, he looks at me. We make eye contact. It's like everywhere I am, this man ends up being at, you know. It's weird. So I'm just like, okay, bro. You know? Like, okay. I'm not about to socialize with you, you know? I'm not about to socialize with you. So, yeah. That morning, I was just, like, walk away. And then, later that day, I'm in the library with people I was socializing with, and he, like, calls one of the guys, like, out of the library and, like, talking to them or something or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. Like, is that your family member? Like, when the guys came back in, I'm like, is that your family member or something? They were like, it was something like that. Okay? Mind you, prior times, the guy didn't come around when his family members were around me. So I was like, okay, still kind of strange. Like, okay, maybe that must be like the reason why he kept staring or whatever, because maybe I'm socializing with his family, maybe maybe it's because I'm surrounded by his nephews or something. I don't freaking know. But then I second guess in my head. I'm like, wait a second. Whenever he comes around, it's either me by myself or me with another female. It's never when I'm with his family members. Okay? That was the first. That was the first time that I ever saw him come around when the guys were around. Yeah. He smiles at me. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm good, and then I walk away. And then I walk away. So, I would say, for the rest of the days, mind you, this is like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is like the 5th day I'm talking about now. I can tell, like, when he's around, and it puts me in an uncomfortable situation. And I'm at the bar with this one specific girl again, and he's there, the man. He comes up again, and he comes up and orders a drink, and then he's talking to us, like, what's your name, this is that, how old are you, I'm just like, I'm Chloe, I tell him my age, and that's it, and then, like, after that, I kind of try to cut the conversation short, and just, like, by turning around and talking to the girl, and, yeah, so, just to cut that conversation short, because if the questions get too personal, I don't want to have to be rude to you, so I just try to cut the conversation short by just, and then, conversating with the female. And then, yeah, so for the rest of the day, he's staring at me, trying to conversate with me more, and, wait, sorry, my bad. So, at the bar, the girl, she was like, I feel like he's kind of, like, strange, like, he's kind of weird, because, like, he's always, like, around, like, he always tries to, like, socialize with you, and socialize with me, and stuff, and I was like, oh, so you feel that too, So, we get that common ground that we both kind of feel uncomfortable about this guy. Anyway, last morning of the cruise, he literally comes up to my breakfast table. I was at breakfast with my family in the buffet. This guy, he comes up to my mother, and he's like, yeah, your daughter's so nice. She's her smile, she has the most beautiful smile I ever seen. Where y'all from? Oh, something something something, I got some family there, and this that. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a very, very weird situation. It was like he was breaking his neck just to come around me or my friends sometimes. And I'm just like, dude, you're like 60, you know? So that situation kind of made me uncomfortable. So in the comments, let me know if you guys think I'm crazy or not. For thinking, and thinking that I was in an uncomfortable situation. Just give me your opinions in the comments down below. And I just want to thank you guys so much for listening to this story time. It was a crazy situation to be in for myself, so maybe you guys may have had similar situations or may have not, but yeah, just thank you guys so much for watching my videos. And also let me know if you guys want more story times. And also I'm gonna be doing a Q&A soon. So if you guys want to email me some questions that you guys have for me, I will more than likely want to answer those questions. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn those post notifications so you can get notified to every single video that I post, and so that you can join the family and become a Clo. Thank you. Bye.